Hello and welcome everyone to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today I've got game 2 of a best of 3 and it is from the Zotac Cup. It is between Easy's Dayshi, who is the purple Terran player in the lower left, and he's playing against KnowMe, who is the red Protoss in the top right. The map is Daybreak. It's the GSL version of it, so there is this supply depot preventing any kind of pylon wall offs or anything like that, so that's pretty good. Now Daybreak is one of my favourite maps. Actually, I think Daybreak is possibly my favourite map ever. It is a favourite of many people, players, casters, viewers, everyone, because it just is a really nice balanced feel to it. I mean, it's quite a big map in the sense that the rush distance is huge. You've got to go all through there. You've also got this nice dead space, but not too much dead space at the back of the main. You also have a nice little kind of corner of dead space here. You've also got a nice entry in either to the natural or into the third with a bit of dead space, so drops are viable. You've also got these center rocks. They're pretty cool because they can get taken out at the later stages to allow for very quick reinforcements. You've got the rich Vespian geyser. And you've also got the watchtower placement in an absolutely beautiful place where you can actually see all routes in and out of your base, aside from this really back route, which again is all pretty cool. It's a really fun map. Now, what can we expect from these two players? Well, it is a TvP, which means that we will probably see some Marines, some Marauders and Medevacs out of Dayshi, and, well, Colossi or High Templar, or possibly both, as the endgame goal from KnowMe, and really it's then up to Dayshi to respond to that. Although, having said that, game 1 followed none of those general plans. We saw Dayshi basically go for a whole load of tanks, which isn't that common, but it worked. It worked really well. So Dayshi is a game up right now, and obviously KnowMe is going to be looking to level up the series. All the pressure is on him essentially because it's a best of 3. If he loses this, he's out. Now, really just getting a scout off, that's looking for gas. Obviously in game 1 you'll recall that Dayshi's opening was to get a reactor Hellions, and actually 2 factories with reactors on them, pump a whole load of Hellions, which KnowMe defended really well, and for a time it looked like he was gonna take it because he got a very nice position, but the big problem was that he didn't manage to get down a pylon. Now Dayshi doing a completely different opening, this build, a 1-rack command center, really economically focused. That's compared to KnowMe, who of course does have the 1 gas, very similar build to game 1. The second gas will be really interesting. In game 1 we saw that KnowMe went for that 1 gate nexus, which was really good, and really that's what you're looking for. 1 gas can mean really one of two things: either a relatively quick expansion, which it looks like from the mineral count we're going to be seeing again, or much more likely, or less likely rather, is a 4 warp gate timing is also possible. Now, the interesting thing is the Nexus was a bit delayed there. It could have come down earlier, so surprised that didn't happen. We do have some chrono boosts saved up ready for that warp gate. A bunker coming down. This is essential. Anytime you do go for a 1-rack command center, really in any matchup in my opinion, just chuck down that bunker there, because it means you're more defended. It allows the Marines you get out early to be more effective. The double racks following this up, so 3 barracks is very, very good, and it looks like Dayshi going to be going for the more standard Marine medevac style play. So Stim will be the kind of mid-game focus to get Stim out quickly. That will allow him to wreck those gateway units. Now, obviously, this build from KnowMe is nearly identical, to be fair. He's gone for those 4 gates again, but after the Nexus is down. That's quite critical. That means it's not a 1 base all in, but rather just a very, very high pressure build, which works very, very well in my opinion. So we'll wait and see how that does play out. Obviously last time it was scouted by an SCV. We've got the probe coming down here. Obviously this SCV will see everything that's going down, and hopefully Dayshi will respond appropriately. Nearly went back after seeing that ball. Now see the 4 gates. Will be interesting to see whether KnowMe cancels. Now the big threat is what this Zealot and Stalker can do, but also if that probe stays up. Basically Dayshi needs to take down that probe, because if the pylon comes up that will cause some problems, and it's just great control at the moment. Second bunker coming down. We do have quite a few Marines out already. We've got 1 Zealot nearly taken out. That Stalker on very low health. That Zealot getting incredibly low on health right there. Now that pylon should get taken out, and that should be Dayshi basically doing a good job of defending this. Cancel goes down. Marines, in some ways I'd like to see pushed down just to make sure nothing else is coming, because that could pose some problems, but it is going to delay any reinforcements. We do have a 3rd bunker now. Dayshi really aware of it's going to be a lot of defense, cancelling and rebuilding in a different position. This is quite interesting. It's just a more closed off position, will allow SCVs to be ready to repair, and now already preemptively pulling those SCVs forward, ready to repair the bunkers up. So this is pretty nice. Let's take a look at what this force is going to be able to do. I mean, there's already 8 Marines on the field, and that's going to be quite potent in itself. We've got Tech Lab coming down, Stim already on the way, and just pure Marines really coming down. A Marauder may be a good idea. Those Marines poking forward just to get scouts up on a number of units, and now we've got all of those Marines moving forward, and I'm not sure that was a good move right there, because 2 Marines went down there for literally nothing. If we look at the resources lost, that's already coming out in KnowMe's favour. He's getting another well, actually just 1 sentry coming out. He's getting a 5th gate as well behind here, and just happily getting our workers as quickly as he can. The worker count sitting Daishi's favour when you factor in the mules as well. That should put him quite ahead. What's going on here? This is crazy. How is that happening? Now I'm really confused. Oh, it must be to do with how they've split their workers. There must be too many workers up here. Let's take a look at that. No, it's a perfect number. It's just a higher number as a natural. So this is where really splitting your workers across your bases even is so evident, because even with the mules, which are coming out, I do believe, now, it's still better off to split your workers effectively, get you a much better income. So do consider that about getting equal numbers at every base. Now the first Marauder is out. That's going to help considerably against those Stalkers. Stim still has, what, roughly 40 seconds left to build. If this push waits too much longer, Stim's going to become involved, and at which point Dayshi will have no problem defending it. Now, if we just take a look around, the Stalker was poking and prodding, just checking around. We do have the Forge coming out, the +1 ground armor on the way out for our Protoss player here. That's going to be helpful. A 4th bunker coming down now, so Dayshi in a really defensive position. If we look at the worker count, 39 to 38, but when you factor in mules, that should now still start showing Dayshi coming ahead. I have no clue now really how this is all going on, unless there's oversaturation here. What's going on? Ah, I've just realised how absolutely crazy I've been. It's because there is more. I know gas count is different, but that's fine. This engagement is not going to go well at all. We've got those. We do have Stim done now, and now these units are just absolutely pushing for getting everything they can. Now, I thought it was because of the gas count, but they're actually on equal gas numbers just across each base, so this is really strange. More gas coming down for Dayshi right now. The gas income is bang on even, so I really am confused how KnowMe is keeping ahead when he has less workers. They've got an equal gas income, and Dayshi has mules as well. Here we go, things are starting to go a bit more the way I'd expect it to be there. Now, obviously the +1 ground armor on the way out there for KnowMe. We do have the combat shield upgrade coming down for Dayshi, as well as just getting more Marines and more Marauders. Medevacs also on their way out. The double engineering bay coming down as well. Oh no, just the single engineering bay for the moment. That would probably be one ready for the +1 infantry weapons, because let's face it, that's the really good upgrade you tend to need. It is really effective in terms of how quickly your units attack or get attacked, and whether you get armor or weapons. Now, that was a money force field there, and Dayshi could be in huge problems right now. All of his forces completely out of position. So many workers are going to get taken down. The space as a whole may actually get taken off. And, well, the medevac's lifting everything, and Dayshi going for a defensive position up on the high ground. Clearly not feeling too confident. Has got the medevacs though, with Stim as well should be fine. Orbital Command gets taken out. That is a big loss right there, as in an absolutely massive loss. All of the SCVs going off somewhere, who knows where. They're going off into the distance, run away to the sunset, joining the circus, because they did not sign up for this kind of stuff. And while this push has been taken out, huge damage done by KnowMe. But the threat, of course, in a situation like this, what if the counterattack comes? And that is precisely what Dayshi seems to be going for. If we look at their army supply, 52 to 36, that's pretty harsh. We should see these SCVs on their way back, but of course we don't have a command center for them to really mine to, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. It's now, essentially Dayshi needs to do equal damage, if not more, to catch up again. Now, the concern is there enough stuff here? Well, honestly, I think probably not, because once you factor Stim in and the medevacs, this is just going to be really quite one-sided. A great lift goes down there. That is absolutely brilliant. We do have more reinforcements streaming across the map right now, and we really need to see another command center build. There we go. So it is on its way at last for Dayshi right now, but he's going to go and drop in the main, and this could be precisely what he needs to do, and this is what I was saying earlier on Daybreak. This little bit of dead space, absolutely beautiful. And one very unhappy probe is going to come in and see literally everything. The main could get taken out here, or will the focus be probes? We will wait and see. It looks like probes are the unit of choice to literally die a painful death. Pylons going down, that's going to stop reinforcements. Bang on, that is really nice play, and we should see everything just get lifted up and basically just out of there. But it's a great little engagement angle here. You can't see it that well under the medevac, but there goes the lift up, and, well, the main was taken out, all of the production taken out for quite a long time as well. That was the sort of recovery that Dayshi did need. All of these units pulling back, and that could really come in, allowing for another drop to come straight up. But all these units dropping down very, very quickly. One medevac gets taken off. We need to be careful, basically from Dayshi's point of view, not to lose any more medevacs. And taking them out this way, again, it kind of traps you in a corner that you could struggle with. We do have another mini drop coming down at the natural, which I nearly missed there. That managed to do some big damage, 18 to 14 workers killed. But essentially, KnowMe is being forced to run his units around literally everywhere, trying to defend as much as he can. But all of Dayshi's army is now really trapped up here. We do have those two stalkers going to try and come in. They can pick off a medevac relatively easily. One of those medevacs gets taken out, and that was a completely full medevac, and really just through luck KnowMe managing to pick off a medevac full of units. There's some big losses going down there for Dayshi, but overall things did still come out worse for KnowMe. If we look here, this is another resupplying force. This is going to be really, really nice, but this is, wow, this is a train of units. They have clearly learned the single file march, and it's going to go well. So obviously deciding, no, perhaps we should regroup. Charge is done for those zealots. That makes them a lot more effective. Upgrade wise, we're looking at 1-0 against 1-1, so the upgrade advantage there for KnowMe. If we look at terms of the army supply, advantage there for KnowMe by 10 supply basically. But these zealots are now absolutely going to go to town. Stim does go off. Concussive shells finished as well now, but there's just so much stuff here for KnowMe. Dayshi is going to have to do an absolutely amazing defensive job right now. But that's precisely what he's doing, just literally stutter step micro all the way back. Those medevacs getting some great repairs up, and a lot of the army getting taken out, and also a great pickup goes down now. The big thing to keep in mind is now the work count is 44 to 25, so if Dayshi holds right now, his income is absolutely amazing. Needs to be careful not to lose his natural again. This game is getting pretty crazy pretty quickly. And, well, a money force field goes off there. That's going to prevent any reinforcements, but great use of the medevacs there. Just lift up units and drop them down. The SCVs will probably be used as meat shields right now, or maybe they'll just run away. It'll be interesting to see what is chosen to be done there. But obviously, the numbers of units are a bit low. We do have these couple of marauders and medevacs in the main and also the natural. The SCVs being pulled across, and that orbit command has, well, knew the one got taken down before and is just getting out of there. Just like, no guys, not staying down there again and getting killed. That was a dumb move by my predecessor. We do have an awful lot of Marines and marauders here, and it looks like KnowMe is losing the kind of support he needs. A lot of those SCVs coming back. Some good lift up and drops coming down here. We just have so many units, all the resupplies being forced to go down back at KnowMe's base, which again is the right thing to do. You need to basically defend first, and that's basically going to allow Dayshi to clean up this force. So those sentries should go down. The SCV is just being used to wall off, and an SCV got a kill there. That is pretty hardcore. The sentries all go down, and if we look at the workers' kill count, 25 to 90 in KnowMe's favour. If we look at the worker count, it's still in Dayshi's favour, who does still have 2 mining bases compared to the 1 of KnowMe. That's never helpful, and well, that should mean that the income will really skyrocket in Dayshi's favour now. This base is back down. Mules are stacked up and ready to go. We should see a good number of mules. Nearly mined out the main though. That could be a slight problem. And here comes the mule cooldown. Just get as many as you can get, why don't you? And taking a look here, this is now going to really skyrocket that mineral right up there. There we go, back up to around 1500. And so essentially over double the mineral income compared to KnowMe. The gas income actually equal, but that shouldn't matter too much. That's just because it hasn't all been utilised. And now we do have these zealots coming around to try and chase off. Some great feedback score from the medevac, nearly picking them off for preventing the heals. That's going to be really, really potent, helping these zealots clean up, trying to get a little cap around. We do have an Archon morphed in. No storm in his research yet. This force from Dayshi is looking quite substantial. The medevac still getting a couple of minor heals off, and it's all got cleaned up, and that should be the GG right there. And it is indeed from KnowMe. So that was great play by Dayshi. That was a real to and throw match. I love that. So if you loved it as well, please give it a thumbs up or a like. That'd be super helpful. Leave a cool comment below on either the game, the cast, or the players, and obviously follow me on Twitter. And if you'd subscribe as well, the support would be amazing, because I get new top level games up every single day. So thank you very much guys. I hope you did enjoy this best of 3. Obviously Dayshi took a 2-0. Come back again soon and have an awesome day wherever you may be. Bye for now.